down the vent.
Yeah, we're down
Tonight,
there, Joe.
we are playing... What, Josh?
I don't know.
Kingdom Death Monster for the 19th time.
19?
19. Remember when we first played this, you didn't think you were going to like it?
Yeah.
Do you not like it anymore?
He still doesn't understand how to attack, so that's...
Meh.
Meh?
It's okay.
It's okay?
What, Steven?
Look, if I was you, I'd be very happy because it's not like you're rolling 2 ones in a row every freaking game.
Well, I don't suck at life. So.
I know. No, you do. You just don't do it in that way.
What are you staring at, Joe?
The screen just looks really dark, but I'm guessing it's the angle that I'm at.
No, it's darker since I just set it up.
Okay.
It's fine. You can still see us.
Alright, so Matt likes darkness, so he set it up so we're darker than normal.
It does look sepia.
CPO?
Yeah. Like this board has no yellow color to it, like here. Okay, maybe it does.
Alright.
Definitely doesn't on there.
Talking about videos and...
Inception!
We're going to go ahead and get started with this hunt.
Maybe.
We got to do
but
the thing
first. We'll
yeah.
read a story. Well, Steve will read a story to us about the Flower Knight.
Okay.
A new foe.
A Crone's Tale. One day, the survivors gather around an old crone that had decided to share a secret. In her foolish youth, she had played inside a foul-smelling carved ball. Before she knew what had happened, the ball rolled away with her trapped inside. She tumbled in its stomach-churning darkness for what seemed like days. The ball rolled to a sudden halt. She crawled out into a hushed glade. Strange plants twisted up between her grasping fingers and bloomed in lurid colors. It came soundlessly from the trees. Thorny, flowering vines burst from the ground where it tread, and the glade was aglow with its strange light. Although she swore never to reveal her meeting with the strange knight, in her dotage she could not resist the temptation to visit the glade again. The survivors followed her into the dark. Along the way, she told them of the glade's seductive beauty and the wondrous creature that guarded it. Finally, they reached a gleaming gate that set the keen survivors' teeth on edge, at once repulsing and pulling at something deep in the pits of their stomachs. The crone stood before it, determined. Her old skin sagged further, and her eyes filled with pain as the gate swung open. Painfully, the crone led them through the shifting forest to the glade. There, on its downy grasses, she lay down. The survivors gathered worriedly around her. With her final breath, a ghostly glowing flower burst from her papery lips, its delicate bloom fragrant with untold power. Nominate a survivor in the settlement.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Quixotic. It says, if insane, which I am, +1 survive and plus strength when departing. Is that for everybody?
Just you.
It's plus one
You get a
strength
token. Yeah.
And you get +1 survival more.
Yep.
Nice.
So who would we like to nominate? We don't have many people that are old in the settlement.
Do they have to be old?
They don't have to.
Well, I was just trying to, see if there was one. We have Bilbo the Fourth.
Well, no, this is somebody who's going to grab the flower.
Oh.
Does it have to be one of these people?
No.
No. It could be anybody, and it shouldn't be one of these people because we're not going to be taking, because they're, based on what I'm seeing here, they're probably going to end up not being able to go on to the very next hunt. But I'm not 100% sure of that.
Okay.
No spoilers, Steven. Maybe this is good.
We have 2 unnamed females. 3 unnamed females.
How many males do we have to females?
We have, I don't know. I think it's like 1 more female than male.
Yeah, nominate female.
Okay. What will you name her? Old crone?
Young crone.
Young crone.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That survivor grasps the ghostly bloom and gains the sleeping virus flower rare gear.
Okay. I don't think I've opened the rare gear yet, so. Sleeping virus flower, there it is. +1 luck and cursed. When you die, a flower blooms from your corpse. Add a warm virus to the timeline next year. You are the guest.
Oh. All right. And then they will also gain the flower addiction disorder.
Flower addiction disorder. I'm addicted to flowers.
You might want to make a...
Flower addiction. An insatiable hunger has bloomed in you, delicate and sickeningly sweet. You may only depart to hunt the flower knight. After you depart, cure this disorder. Oh, so it's like a one-time thing.
Right.
Let's say just make a sheet for her and add that stuff. Yeah, we
I mean,
added
technically, you could make that with
bright
the
white balance last time.
that you could put that on your person that you just made.
Could.
You know, because technically, then they would fulfill that and could go out on other hunts later. Because otherwise, they're not going to be able to go on future hunts unless we go back out against Flower Knight.
Well, I'm assuming since you have to add something to the hunt phase next. Because it said add something.
If they die.
That's if the person dies, and they do get a different thing if they go out on the hunt, yes. And then we also need to add the Flower Knight to the hunt quarry list.
Okay. So we were technically supposed to do that last time when we came back, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're caught up now.
I'll read the story about them.
Yeah. Alrighty. That's why we didn't want to pick someone that is going out. I guess it wouldn't have made a difference.
Well, I didn't know what those things did. And
Right.
since it's the disorder, I was like, I didn't want it to be where we couldn't have it. So it could have been that way.
Is that it?
That's it, other than the fact that, like what will happen once we actually go and start the actual fight against them.
What does
We, of
that-
course, have to go
what does that
hunting.
do?
So.
Does it give you anything good, or is it just like a...
+1 lock.
+1 luck. That's it.
It's blue on all sides, isn't it?
Yeah, it is blue on all sides, so.
That's actually kind of cool, because then it fits right with the Lucky Charm.
Yeah.
Like it does a good job of making that
There's
happen.
more than one. There you go. Sense memory. Okay, put those there for now. Alright, so now what do we do? We hunt.
Now we hunt. Josh looks like he's first.
Yep.
Where's all the die?
Yeah, where's my die?
They're all put in the box.
Random hunt event.
Look at Josh is all upset now.
Why?
Because the die are mixed together. You can tell by the look on his face.
Very unsettling.
Why is it unsettling?
Oh, you're so unsettling.
Maze.
I'm not happy about this, Charles.
Maze.
Snarf, snarf, snarf.
Or... I don't know how that works.
Which is the one, the
40.
40. Okay.
It counts as a 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
40 then.
I'm still trying to do this here.
Jeez, Josh.
I know, right?
I made it perfectly in there.
Well, just set it right here. We're going to add more.
No, we're not. They're all different. You reading?
Yeah. He said, hold on a second. So I was waiting for him.
He was trying to hand me stuff.
Oh.
And
I was looking at it for the thing. I thought you were talking to me.
So
Okay.
I threw it at you.
40. Dream. The event revealer dreams of the upcoming hunt. They stand before the great beast, weapons ready, but it strikes them down.
Uh-oh.
If the event revealer has 3 or more courage,
I do.
good, or if any survivor is a savior, the event revealer is emboldened by the dream and gains +1 evasion token.
Oh, look at
So
you.
you get another evasion token.
That's the one that says evasion.
Thanks, man.
Otherwise, the dream is merely rattling, and that you would suffer brain damage.
Toughness.
Yeah. If we had the Twilight Sword, if somebody in the group had the Twilight Sword,
Yeah.
they would have become add 1d5 insanity, and we'd have to add the murder story event to the next year.
Wow. I almost brought that guy.
I
almost brought him this time. I was feeling it.
So, okay. So that was that one. So, Matt, you're up when you're ready.
65.
65. Statue. Cresting a hill, the survivors find a statue of a man sitting on a throne. If any survivor has 5 or more understanding, no. The survivors may ignore the statue and end this event. Otherwise, each survivor rolls 1d10.
Oh, God.
Is this a hunt
7.
XP?
What's that?
Is this a determining a straggler?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
Add hunt XP to your roll when determining a straggler. 3.
It's me.
So,
Mass the straggler.
so you. Okay. The straggler is drawn to the statue, touching it gently. In an instant, they are gone. Replace the man from the throne. Now flesh and blood. The straggler sits in his place on the throne. So mouth open in a silent yell. Yeah, they are gone forever. Consider them dead, but do not apply cannibalized death principle. There is no body. The man offers his thanks and joins the hunting party without any explanation. He is a new survivor with the straggler's gear, 2 random disorders, and 2 hunt XP.
Didn't we just have this happen?
Yeah, this happened to one of the other people.
Do we have Memento Mori now?
We don't.
Okay.
Is it a different statue, or do we think it's the same one?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Because
Like,
I have Bilbo 3 here who's turned into a statue.
right, see, that's the thing that's kind of messed up, is
Like,
it doesn't specifically say that.
It's
Well,
probably
realistically, within the realm of the game, it would be kind of cool if that would be.
Do we
With
wanna
that,
do
it
that?
just says it's a
Deceased
deceased one. Right. But
I said we just use the character that got turned into a statue.
Okay.
I think
Bilbo
that
the
I
third.
don't think that's outside of the realm
I don't
of
think it is
whatever.
either.
Now,
I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't start with the same stats. He starts with
well,
stats.
okay. So when we did it last time, because it's considered a quote unquote new survivor, any of the stat bonuses that a new survivor got from our things, we applied to that person. And this literally says, remove all the severe injuries from the person that would have been a thing. They get their hunt XP would be 2.
That's if we have Memento Mori, though.
Right. No, I'm sorry. No. New survivor with straggler's gear, 2 random disorders and 2 hunt XP. So you get 2 hunt XP, but you do get 2 random disorders on that guy.
so he
Either
loses
way.
everything else.
I say we
Well,
just
no,
forego
but
that
but
in
it's
this
still a
character.
new survivor with the straggler's gear
Well,
and
that-
2 random disorders, which means they would have the same bonuses as a new survivor.
yes, but he's going to lose his understanding and his other stuff.
Right.
Well,
Well,
it doesn't matter. That person dies.
Gotcha.
right.
But I think Bilbo keeps what he had before. He just gets 2 new disorders from being a statue.
I mean, I can see us going that way. It's
I think
Either
it's
way, I
more
think he's gonna get the
thematic.
2
We came back
disorders.
out, we found the statue again, and then Bilbo's like, I've had my turn here.
Yeah.
Who became the statue now, Matt?
Connie.
Connie.
right because it shuffle all weapon specialization cards, including expansions, if any, and draw 1. Survivor has 3 ranks of proficiency in that weapon. They gain 1d10 survival. They gain 1d10 insanity. They get a name and the survival for being named.
That's if we have Memento Mori.
No,
That's
no,
all the normal stuff.
that's the
Oh.
normal stuff.
I don't care. how
If
we
it's
do it, I
Memento
guess.
Mori, it's a whole it's similar, but it's different stuff.
I say you just do the same thing with Bilbo, whatever you normally do. So
Okay.
give him the disorders, all that crap.
So you get the disorders. He'd have 2 hunt XP.
Okay. And then you said 3 XP and
Of a random weapon.
Right, he gains 3 ranks of proficiency in a weapon. Yeah, essentially the
Oh, not a random weapon, then he gets to choose.
no. You would shuffle the weapon specialization cards,
Oh.
and then he would have the equivalent of 3 in that.
So give yourself 3 weapon proficiency.
What are those disorders?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 of those.
Honorable, I know what that is. Monster Panic. Whenever you suffer brain damage from an intimidate action, suffer 1 additional brain damage. And honorable is where I can't attack
Weapon
from
specialization
the
cards,
blind
which are
spot
near the
or if
end,
the
that's
monster's
right.
knocked down.
No, they're right here.
What do you get for being honorable?
Nothing,
The
it's a
one's still
disorder.
on there, yeah.
That's buttholes.
It's not so bad. Just hand me one randomly. That's fine.
Tell me when.
Do it.
No.
Sweet dude, this is a good specialization.
That is.
Why?
Because you get up after you get knocked down.
Yeah, you may stand if knocked down at the start of the monster's turn or the survivor's turn. And then if you get to the mastery, while a survivor is Fist and Tooth Master, they gain +2 permanent accuracy and +2 permanent strength.
It's actually really nice.
This guy's not too hard to hit either. With 6 toughness.
Right.
Anything else? So I get the 2 XP.
You get 1d10 insanity. So roll 1d10 for that. Nice. And you would technically also gain 1d10 survival, but...
no, I'll reset it.
Yeah.
Anything that he gains or whatever will reset.
5. So there it is.
1d10 survival?
Yeah, it was 1, yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, 5 there. And, yeah.
We found Bilbo. Bilbo
Third.
2 and 3 are going to be so happy to see Bill, or 2 and 4 are going to be so happy to see 3 again.
It'd be 5, Matt. 1d10 worth of survival.
Oh, right. Thank you.
My son, my dad.
Not half.
Which Bilbo's that? Are you a Bilbo?
Mm-mm.
Oh, nobody's Bilbo.
I'm a
okay.
Bombadil. Thank you.
I'm just more.
Hmm?
I'm just more.
Just more. And then there was Ricky. He died though, didn't he?
Yeah, if we had the Memento Mori, you would do
Yes.
almost the same thing. You'd pick anybody who was already dead, and their age would be reset to 2. So they would have everything that they would have. They would lose all their disorders
Wow.
or all of their severe
So we can pick the
injuries.
guy that has the Twilight Sword specialization.
Yeah,
Okay.
or one of the other people that were awesome that died like just kind of out of nowhere.
Or the one chick that
So I got the
herself
XP,
out
I got
that
the
I
weapon
had.
proficiency,
Yeah.
I got the 2
Was she
disorders,
in
I
there?
got the
No, she died.
survival, and I got the
She-
insanity.
She was killed that
Anything
last time.
No, that's it.
But she
You-
was
you got
pretty
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
She had like...
Okay.
Alrighty.
So-
But yeah, getting
next
Twilight
one,
Sword is also
same
a good
thing.
roll too.
80.
I know you're a guy, aren't you? The catsuit guy, right? You're not a girl anymore. Bilbo's back, baby.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, Lovelorn Rock. The survivors pass a ring of stones with an unassuming boulder at the center. Each survivor rolls 1d10 to see who's the straggler.
I'm only going to take 3 armor instead of 4, because he wasn't a departing survivor.
Okay.
5.
10 total.
7.
5. In the case of a tie, they're both stragglers.
Why did you roll 2?
I just
You
rolled
did.
1,
Oh, gotcha.
but I've got the bonus for being
What is it in case of a tie? What?
I'm pretty sure they're both stragglers.
randomized in case of ties.
Hmm.
So who was the low?
We both tied.
So roll between you and whoever highest number.
Josh got naturally lower, though.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's just natural this time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no. Bye-bye, Bilbo.
Okay. The straggler hefts the boulder. It's heavy and promises to carry it everywhere, forever in love. It must always leave one space at blah, 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 blah. Record this, archive the rock can be lost or archived like other gear. If it is lost, the survivor mourns their beloved and reclaims the space in their gear grid. But yeah, for now, that's
Well, it gets destroyed.
That's gone.
Doesn't
Not,
matter.
not, yeah, that's like
Yeah, yeah,
destroyed.
So I can lose or destroy my rock, but then I have to skip the next jump phase.
You mourn.
No, you don't have to skip the next thing or whatever else. You won't get rid of it purposely. You know what I mean? Like it would have to be something that was,
So if you had to lose a gear, you could lose the rock.
yeah, but yeah,
You
it doesn't
can't
say
just get rid of it.
But what sucks is if you have to go without a gear, like when we went against the one thing, you would have to carry the rock.
yeah, I have to carry the rock still, yeah.
So it's almost like you have 2 gear spots missing. Then.
All right, so then we're to Overwhelming Darkness.
Okay, which is on Steven's roll. Great.
No, I did my roll.
Oh, thank God.
That was it doesn't
we
matter.
do
We all
something
roll on
different
Overwhelming
for him?
Darkness.
Or no?
Yes. Overwhelming Darkness is replaced by Forest Gate, special hunt event card. So there should be a hunt event card that's his.
It's a special hunt event.
Yep.
Yeah, I put it in here.
Yep.
Hey, Chrissy.
That's Mineral Gathering.
Oh, yeah. What cards you fix, Matt?
Forest Gate. The survivors approach
didn't
an
come to
ominous
our
gate.
game night.
Trees and shadows lay beyond.
Melissa's my dad's, my sister's, and my
Says due
sister.
to the event, the forest wants what it wants.
Okay. The silence and darkness is broken by a glowing hum that whispers into their bones. You also pulled off your mic.
Yeah, I saw that. You felt it.
Hunt board setup. Okay, nope, hold on. The survivors test the gate. Okay, so. Alright, after rolling to test the gate, each survivor may do any or all of the following actions once to increase the result. Okay.
Joe practiced
So
rolling around
every
2 times,
so
but
roll
not gonna
one.
happen again.
So roll 1d10.
Each?
Everybody rolls 1d10.
This die has not been good to me.
All right. You can do any of the following. Okay. You can gain a -1 attribute token of your choice to add 1 to the result, or you could gain a bleeding token to add 1 to the result, or you could gain 1 random disorder to add 1, or you can archive 1 gear from your grid to add 1 to the result. Does anybody want to do any of that?
I would want to know what the results are before I do that.
It says after rolling to test the gate, following actions to increase. I mean, I can tell you what it is if that's what we want to do. If we're wanting to go that way.
Well, otherwise, why would I just do it off an 8?
Well, in the past, where we've done those types
Well,
of
I'm
modifiers,
gonna see what
knowing-
8 gets me, and then I might do it.
You have a 6.
I realize that what 8 gets me,
Do we
because
test it one
8's
at a
higher.
We're technically testing one at a time, so
Yeah, so you test the highest number, see if that passes. If it doesn't,
Well, I'll get rid of my boulder.
time? There you go. Go up to a 9.
okay.
Do I want? I can take a bleed token. No
No,
problem.
you can only do
10.
one.
Oh, you can only.
You can only do one.
Okay.
Yep.
so Matt's
Oh
a
no,
9.
it does say any or all. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought it said it is only
So
one.
let's Matt test it.
I'll take a bleed token.
Go right there. Quit. Oh my fucking fucker.
You're the one that disorganized them to begin with.
Wrong. I reorganized
All
them.
right,
You
so you're
piece
at
of
a 10.
shit.
Begrudging welcome. The gate swings open a fraction. The hinges singing with a forlorn flute, playing a melancholy welcome.
Yeah.
That was very
Hold on
melancholy.
a second.
I'm imagining just the little flute from Willy Wonka then. When he
No,
plays to summon
you're
the
doing it wrong.
Oompa Loompas.
No. Incorrect.
Oompa Loompa.
What, Steven? You read it wrong?
Well, it's okay. This is literally what it says. When survivors land in the overwhelming darkness space, they instead resolve the forest wants what it wants. Survivors may not pass over this space and must stop to resolve this event. Then it says the survivors test the gate. Okay, then, and the lower part says roll 1d10. After rolling to test the gate, each survivor may do any or all of the following actions
Yeah, we're
once.
supposed to roll 1d10 as a group.
Right, 1d10 as a group. Right. So,
So renege.
yeah, so,
No, it's Joe's roll.
Joe's
yeah,
roll.
it's Joe's roll.
I already rolled a 7 though.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get rid of my boulder. That's a 4.
Oh, so as a team, we
Can I
decide.
take 2 bleed tokens?
Yeah, you can do any of the thing.
Alright, I'll give me 2 bleed tokens. I have bandages I can start with, so.
So those two, and
And Matt got rid of his boulder, so that brings it up to
You-
what, a
You
7?
have 3 disorders, right?
I do.
Take a random disorder because you can overwrite one.
Okay.
actually, I do the same thing. I'll do that one as well. So,
Okay, so 2 random disorders.
What are we up to? 9?
We're at 8.
Started at 3.
Yeah.
We got 2 bleed. Matt got rid of his rock.
Yep, that's 6. Plus
Okay,
1
yeah.
disorder each is 8.
Damn.
Take a bleed. I don't know what we need to be at, I guess, but
an 8.
8.
Rageaholic.
Ooh.
Rage bull is out of control, causing you to see red at the
Technically, you should
slight
put Josh's back in before Steve draws.
provocation. Whenever you
Steve was
suffer a
nowhere near
severe
where Josh
injury,
did.
also suffer the frenzy brain trauma. What
I
does
got one of
frenzy
the new
brain
ones.
trauma do?
Oh, really? Oh.
What'd you get?
Ghostly beauty. You cannot experience fear if you do not exist. Double all insanity you gain. Double all survival you spend.
Oh.
Double-edged
Yeah.
sword.
But I can get rid of
What does
honorable.
frenzy do?
You get knocked down and get +1 speed token and +1 damage token, and you can no longer spend survival.
So, whenever you suffer severe injury, you suffer frenzy.
Yep.
Or when someone dies. Oh.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Frenzy's an actual
Severe
brain trauma.
injury equals
Yeah, and you gain
frenzy.
insanity. That's what I think. 1d5.
Here you go. Severe injury equals frenzy.
7.
Which one did you erase?
PTSD. I guess I should have erased binge eating.
Yes. Because PTSD doesn't hurt you at all.
I just erased the easiest one to erase.
You could have erased the other one instead of rewriting that.
No, I did keep Rageaholic.
Oh,
I
okay.
erased PTSD and wrote out Rageaholic. And now I'm rewriting in PTSD.
You have to take
You
Rageaholic.
erase binge eating, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
erased PTSD first, wrote Rageaholic, and decided to keep PTSD and erased binge eating. I didn't
Alright.
erase it twice.
Okay, Josh, you're next.
Where are we at? Oh, yay.
Oh, wait, what happened, I guess?
Yeah.
You read what
Oh,
happened
I'm
with
sorry. I thought I read it.
Yeah,
Nope.
Jesus.
I apologize. Begrudging welcome. The gate swings open a fraction. The hinges singing with a forlorn flute, playing a melancholy welcome. The survivors force their way through, each gaining 1 bleed token.
Oh, jeez.
There's,
Well, so we should have gone higher than an 8.
13 is the next thing up.
Oh.
So that would have been hard.
Steve get his bleed token? Right there.
Sticky Meadow.
Would we have taken no damage? Just curious. At 13.
No damage, gained understanding, and insanity.
Because we would have been at 12 if we each took a bleed token.
Oh, well.
Okay.
A dewy meadow lays
Next
before
time we know.
A dewy meadow lays before the survivors. Sloshing through the moist, sticky grass, any boots the survivors are wearing become waterlogged.
Oh, no.
Heavy with sweaty, smelly nectar. The survivors
Ooh.
find it difficult to lift their feet as they walk. Each survivor with leg armor chooses to either gain -1 movement token or reduce the armor at their leg level location to 0.
I'll take the -1 movement. I think the -1 movement doesn't
Yeah,
is the only real option there.
I'm not losing 5 armor.
Is that it? No roll a dice or anything?
No, that's it.
I mean, I only have 3. Might be worth losing.
3 what? You should have 4.
I should have 3.
You should have 4.
Bilbo 3 was not a departing survivor.
Oh, god damn it. You don't get that magical thing, do you? Alyssa's starting to suck more and more. You want -1 movement or no
No,
feet
losing
armor? Matt's a madman.
Are you mad? Alrighty. We're going with all that jazz now, alright? So we encounter him.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, welcome to my flowery grove.
In the heart of the forest dwells a delicate gardener who appreciates solitude over all things. Sadly, the dangerous flora and fauna it cultivates are desired by many. To preserve the hidden world it has created for itself, it trades its tools for a deadly blade without hesitation. Alright, so, yeah.
It's a puzzle. I wonder if I
Puzzly
can finish
puzzle,
it.
It's a game in a game.
Open my puzzle box.
Hello?
Email. Stupid email.
It's supposed to be right there, I would imagine.
Yep, stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's set up. Now we
Okay,
set up the rest of them, right?
Yeah, so the monster goes in the center.
Set up within 2 spaces of a board edge.
Right, that's the flower patch terrain.
Yep.
Yep.
This one is set up at least 6 spaces from all their terrain.
Okay.
What are we gonna do each?
Nope.
Can't ever
spaces
be in the
nothing,
thing.
nothing you put
From
up
the
there.
from the board edge.
I figured this was the board edge. I figured we were sunken
No,
into a
This is the
smaller.
board.
Mm-mm. That's his fairy circle. These do have action. Pick a flower, archive this terrain tile, and roll 1d10. Add +1 to your roll if you have any sickles in your gear grid. 1, the flower burst, overwhelming your senses. You're knocked down, gain 1 bleed token. 2, a glorious bloom, gain +1 luck token and a random flower resource
It says within two spaces.
within 2 spaces of a board edge.
What do you have to
So it's
roll?
got to be
2
plus
plus.
1, 2.
2 plus, really?
Yeah.
'Cause the edge is technically off.
And we get a flower resource and a luck token.
Why don't you put it right at the edge? Or
They
where
don't
do
have
we,
to be apart from each other. You
where
can
do we
literally put-
start?
We will start just outside the edge of this. We can go on any space that's
So
touching,
can you
but
do
not in it.
that? Is it-
No, within 2 spaces.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
I don't
Oh,
know.
No, 1,
I don't.
2. No, it
Yeah,
has
I
to
was
be
gonna
there.
say.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it's supposed to be.
I mean, flower.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any
And then
good.
Orvane, where should we put that?
Over yonder.
This counts. This does not count as terrain for setup, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
No,
don't
it is a
think it does.
terrain. I thought.
No, it literally said in the book that it is not considered terrain.
Yeah. It is not terrain, but no terrain can go on it.
That's pretty spectacular.
What is it? 2 away from any other terrain?
This is
It's-
6 away.
6. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, where do we start again?
Anywhere that's touching the edge of the thing. So it's like here, 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 all of those.
Does it have a blind spot?
Yes, directly behind it.
Who can't get into the blind spot? Didn't somebody have something where they can't be in blind spot?
I can't attack them from the blind spot.
I can now because I got rid of the thing where I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Actually, I should start from the side.
You have reach.
Okay.
I know I can move, but
Do you want to go behind them instead? So you can.
If I stay 1 away,
well, he's gonna go first anyway. So
what's the point?
He is.
Australis goes first. Nemesis is different.
By the way, while Steve's doing that, he does have 2 traits he starts with. One is called Bloom. Target a random survivor outside of the fairy ring. That's for the fairy ring. They suddenly vanish, gain +1 luck token, and are doomed until the end of the monster turn. Target emerges from a flower, place them standing in the closest free space inside the fairy ring. Turn the monster to face the target.
Is the fairy ring the actual ring part of the ring? Or does the whole entire thing
That's
count
the
as fairy?
entire thing is counted as the fairy ring. Oh, Andy has a trait of set roots. The Flower Knight has +1 damage token for each survivor in the fairy ring. The Flower Knight does not allow terrain to exist in the fairy ring. If a terrain tile would move into the fairy ring, it stops short at its border.
So pretty much, if we're in there, it does damage. Because
Yeah.
it normally has 0 damage.
Could you
Yeah.
repeat that again, please?
For every survivor in the fairy ring, he gets +1 damage
Token.
token.
Okay.
But all of his attacks do 0 damage.
Well, his basic attack does.
Well,
And
yeah,
some
I
of
guess,
his-
yeah. I looked at one of his AI cards, and it also did 0 damage, so.
We should also be aware that in his hit location decks, he has a hit location power type called parry. If it has parry on there, we can, no matter what your attack roll, the only attack roll that will actually hurt him will be a crit. So, like the only damage roll.
Right.
Unless somebody has the fencing secret fighting art. If they have that, then they can counter the parry and then they can go there. But obviously none of us have it at this point.
Alrighty.
So
Shoot with a bow.
Did you get your red thing on top? Yeah, look at that. Josh needs to hit him with 10s. And it doesn't matter.
okay.
hit
So
location.
and the monster should be going first. So because
Okay.
it's generally the way it was.
Get it. Josh an AI card.
What does it do?
You shuffled these and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was very...
Yeah, I did.
I mean, you had to have because you had to pull up the cards to set it up.
Yeah.
Appel. If there are no survivors in the fairy ring, perform Bloom.
Bloom. Target a random survivor outside the fairy ring.
Just 2%.
Does it continue down, or
Yes,
does
because
it,
there's an arrow.
or do we perform Bloom? and
We
then it
perform
stops?
Bloom first, then
Okay.
we go to the next thing. So,
So I target anybody?
a random survivor.
No, random. 0 to 25 for me.
Okay.
53.
Steve. Alright, they get a +1 luck token. They're doomed. The target emerges from a flower, place them
Where's the thing
standing
that makes them
in the
doomed?
closest free space
Got
inside
it.
the fairy ring. Turn the monster to face the target. Does that mean to him or to where
Closest
you were?
free space.
Yeah.
Can you read the whole thing?
Target a random survivor outside the fairy ring. They suddenly vanish, gain +1 luck token, and are doomed until the end of the monster turn. The target emerges from a flower. Place them standing in the closest free space inside the fairy ring.
So closest to them, I would say.
Yeah.
Turn the
yeah.
monster to face the target.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick target. Closest threat facing in fairy ring.
Got it.
Move and attack target.
He moves up to 7.
Okay.
So I guess
Speed 2, accuracy 2.
Okay.
You can't use any survival because you're doomed.
Yeah. My evasion is 1, 2, 3, 3. I think. Yes. Yep. So.
So 3 plus the
Yeah,
2.
so 5 plus to hit.
Yep.
2 hits.
Nice.
0 damage. Well,
1
1
damage
damage.
each, so roll 2 different damage things.
And then there's after damage.
Hand and chest, 1 damage each.
Okay. What's the after damage?
After damage, target suffers knockback 7 and gains -1 luck token.
It was arms and chest, body.
Arms and chest. Hands and chest.
And you lose a luck token.
Yeah, lose a luck. Or technically minus a luck.
We'll be getting those
I'm just
on
gonna-
and off, I would
yeah,
assume.
I'm just going to keep a couple of these out. Where my luck's at? Lucky.
Well, you're not doomed anymore because it's the end of his turn, so.
Yeah, here you go. Sorry.
Can I see that?
Matt has no faith.
I can go and attack him. Maybe he'll move forward.
I think he always goes back to the middle at some point. Don't mess with my wallet, boy. You should probably bandage yourself, Joe.
Alright. Yeah, that's true. Night. Yep.
My mom just checked it and it doesn't have anything in it.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
It's
good.
being affected.
That's good. Alright. So I'm going to use the survival to surge and bandage myself just in case he decides to do something later to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm then going to move in and attack with my other action. 2 speed, 5 plus to hit. Okay,
1 hit.
1 hit. Thank you.
Furious Riposte, parry. So unless you get a crit on the roll, you're not gonna you won't hurt him.
Okay.
And you
That
did
is a crit.
crit. If the attacker does not have the fencing secret fighting art, do breakthrough story event.
Oh, okay. God.
For a brief instance, a weakness is found in the Flower Knight's seemingly impenetrable defenses. With a ferocious blow, the survivor is able to overcome the Flower Knight's bird-like reflexes. If the settlement has innovated drums, which we did or we didn't,
We don't
no,
have drums,
okay. Seizing the moment, the attacker attempts to break through. Roll 1d10 and add your luck to the result, if you have it.
I have one. Do I get to add this luck?
No, that's. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
10. Nice.
It was rolling.
Wow.
It was so bad. When
Wow.
it flipped to a 9 last off the board. That was great.
Okay. Pressing through, your senses sharpen until you are nearly overwhelmed. Gain the fencing secret fighting art. All survivors gain +1 survival. And 8 is our maximum, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm back. I see where I'm at.
Nice.
Nice.
So do you get rid of spear then, or
No, it's a fighting art.
It's a-
Nice.
yeah,
That's the wrong one.
And it's a secret fighting
I
art.
like how it was in his seemingly impenetrable armor, and it was literally the first attack.
Shut up, Barrett.
What's fencing do, Joe?
Fencing says I get to ignore parry when attempting to wound hit locations.
Nice.
When a monster attacks you, roll 1d10. On 6+, ignore 1 hit.
Wow. That's not bad.
No.
So you kind of gained parry also, almost.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
It's kind of
And then I'll move 1 away. I guess.
It makes sense.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Can go here and shoot darts at him, I guess.
Go for it.
So I kind of don't want to be in
Make
there.
him stronger.
Yeah. 7, 6 with my accuracy.
Wow, nice. All right, so that'll be a hit. Furious Riposte, same thing. If it's not a crit, you won't hurt it. So
Did he shuffle the hit location? That's the next question.
1.
that's a miss.
So critical miss. I need to just hit him with my counterweight
For
attack.
failure, it performs its basic action and targets the attacker. So that'll be you doing it.
Yeah.
Gaining insanity too.
Does he step out?
Yeah. He's not unwilling to go out.
What's his basic?
2-2.
Yeah, 3 speed.
Oh, sorry.
3 speed, 2 accuracy.
Why 3 speed?
Yeah.
Why 3 speed?
Because it says 3 speed on there.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. 2 accuracy, I have 2 evasion. Do I have any other evasion? There's a 3rd evasion, so 5s. 2 hits. I'm gonna use a survival to dodge the chest and take the hands. How much damage?
1.
Judge that?
No.
No.
Cool.
No. No, but when he does parry, he attacks you.
Oh, really?
Can I surge?
Yeah.
I'll try to surge. Still don't keep it, man.
Now you can attack with that dagger.
I was gonna attack with my counterweighted axe.
Oh, yeah.
There
That's
we
it.
go.
No wonder there was like not that many good weapons for me to choose from.
Well, the only reason why I grabbed the scrap dagger is because on perfect hits, you don't have to draw it.
Yeah, I just didn't. There was hardly anything good for. I got an okay weapon. I got the steel sword, but I just didn't have much else. I thought you only had 2 weapons, so I didn't realize you had the 3rd one.
Yeah. Well, that one guy with luck died, so. 2, 5.
Yeah, I can totally understand why that
Oh,
means nothing.
that's, that's some awesomeness.
1 and a 2, Josh rolled.
Average.
Yeah, rolling like Steve.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there. Do you want to go or do you want me to?
I could technically reach him.
Oh, yeah, if you dashed.
Dash away and
Yeah,
fist and tooth him.
Yeah, fist and tooth.
You keep on 6s, don't you?
I rolled
You
back what
did.
I had.
I was like, wait, go behind him, man. Duh.
I can't.
You're honorable.
Hmm. Sure, we'll try Fist and Tooth to see if I can get the hit in.
Do it to it, Lars.
It's 7+. 1 hit.
Harry.
If it's the same thing again, then it wasn't shuffled.
Hypnotic deflection. Harry.
Did you shuffle the hit locations?
There's a lot of them like that. That's the
I'm
point. And
assuming-
that's different than the others. The
I'm
others are-
assuming that's going to be a lot of his stuff, as you're going to have to either gain fencing or get
Yep.
crit.
So 6 hit points didn't seem, or whatever you
6
had.
defense or toughness, whatever.
6 toughness didn't seem bad, but yeah, it's because
Because he parries a ton of stuff. No. Failure. Turn the Flower Knight to face the attacker. And they gain 2 insanity.
That's
And
it.
that's it.
I'll surge.
Okay.
One hit.
Armored back.
What's his toughness?
Its toughness is 6. Yep.
So 6. So 3 or higher.
What are you doing, Fist and Tooth? To try to get
3.
Hey.
Okay, so you got him?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, have me taste it.
Oh, yeah,
It's red. Even I enjoy that.
Chocolate cherry stout.
I don't know that ain't that.
Reserve. That's one of their limited.
Where do you buy that?
They have
Can't be that reserved then.
No, they make one batch.
Yeah, they
and they
do.
sell
They
it.
do a different Dragon's Milk every year.
Yeah.
Dash.
Well, one batch. Like they make for a limited time.
Yeah, they
And
always
they-
make Dragon's Milk, but
Yeah.
they'll do like they had some kind of berry one was the last one I tried that was a little limited.
They had a coffee one last year. It was really good, and they had a triple mash that was like 14% alcohol.
Dragon's Milk is normally like 10, isn't it?
Yeah, it was so good though. This one's 11, I think. Yep, 11.
What are you doing, Steve? You can arrow?
Trying to decide if I wanted to arrow or if I wanted to move the rest of the way up and just attack him.
Almonds, chocolate,
I'm gonna-
brie.
Like the video if you like Michigan beers.
I'll move up.
Mm.
I do like brie.
If you work for New Holland and want to sponsor us,
We will all drink Dragon's Milk every single
yes,
time.
I will. This will get much more interesting.
Even I
This
will
video
drink.
is sponsored by New Holland.
even I will drink Dragon's Milk, and I'm
It's
not a
not.
beer drinker.
No, we have no sponsors. This video is sponsored by a tablecloth I found in my closet.
Alright, so I hit.
Woo!
And let's see where it can
Now it's the
location.
violin's turn.
Delicate knee joint.
Oh,
This armor joint is delicate, -2 toughness to this wound location.
Hacks.
So that's a 4. I just need a 2
2 or higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
Hey, that means you become more proficient in swords.
Oh yeah, I hit with my spear. Thanks for reminding me, Josh. That means I'm going to become a specialist after
I hit
So,
with
uh,
my tooth.
So
Okay.
right. Alright, and then
If I hit with an axe, I'm
Um,
still not.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna surge.
Remember, you spent 2 survival.
I did.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna do the cat's eye circlet.
Oh, okay.
Or no, that's the hit locations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not gonna do that.
Do you want somebody like me to do it?
I really don't want you to do it, but that's not the point.
Do it.
I'll just attack again, I think.
Yeah, I'll just
Kill him.
attack him.
He only has 12 hit points.
Missed.
Only Steve.
Oh, you only have 1 speed? Yeah.
The steel
Yeah,
sword.
is
Steel
slow.
sword. I didn't have a lot of options.
Keeps on saying that.
You're right.
Like I,
Because it's a huge lie that I
Alright,
did.
Matt's turn?
Can I have an AR card, please?
No.
I guess we're not playing then.
We will stand here and do nothing.
Glissade. Pick target. Closest threat facing in fairy ring.
Ooh, me or you?
Let me see the attack.
Joe has more armor.
I don't need any insanity. Do you have insanity, Joe?
2.
2. Okay.
That's it.
I can get it, I guess. That's fine.
Okay.
So he'll attack me, which means I get an insanity. The monster stomps its foot and shrieks frightfully. Target suffers 1 brain damage. Move and attack, speed of 3.
Yeah, but
Accuracy of
only-
2+. I have 4 evasion, so 6+.
It's gonna do 2 damage because there's 2 of you in there.
For each hit. Yeah.
1 hit. Or was it? That was a 6.
So,
yes,
Okay,
yes.
2 hits. Sorry.
You can't dodge with them, so. Because you're not doomed, right?
Chest and waist for 2 damage each. I'll dodge the chest.
Arg.
So that means I take 2 damage to my waist. Okay. And after damage, full move the monster towards the center of the showdown board.
He moves 7, so he'll get there.
That's it.
And then does he do either of those?
Nope.
All right. So
I'm gonna sit out here and just throw stuff at him.
Can I attack him?
Sure, you guys are close. Joe should, since he has fencing.
Do you want to get behind him first?
Or
and try
someone
to...
looks at the hit locations.
oh, I could do that right now.
No, you can't.
I'll just do. I'll do that right now.
You don't.
Um,
You. Oh, the.
Yeah.
The hit
Okay,
location's not that.
Yeah, that says it.
So you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that way we know
I was
if Joe
thinking
or me
AI
should go
deck,
first.
yeah.
Oh, well, the trap will be the third one down. The other two would be fine. Fey Hilt. If somebody wounds them, then they will, and if they're adjacent to the Flower Knight, they would suffer bash, and then they would also move 3 spaces toward the center if they weren't already there. Fey Helm Wings is a reflex. If the attacker has stinky gear in their gear grid, they gain the priority target token.
Mm.
And then the last one is the trap, which is Restless Roots. Flyer Knight would go to the center. The attacker gets placed in front of them, and they gain a luck token. Each of the other survivors is grasped by the roots and pulled in. Unless they spend 1 survival, place them 5 spaces closer to the Flower Knight. All survivors are doomed. Perform basic action against target the attacker. So I'm going to put that one third down because I don't have a lot of choices in that.
I forgot
4.
I have one
You
more
want to
invasion.
move it?
No,
Speed.
speed.
Oh,
like
speed is 2.
2. So yeah, either one of you guys could potentially.
Yeah, the bash isn't a big deal because I can just get back up anyway, but you ignore bash.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So really it's which one of us wants to trigger the
Trap.
trap. He would just
Right.
attack the one person from the sounds of it and then bring everyone else closer, so it'd be a
Unless you
decent
spend a survival.
yeah, so it'd be a decent amount of damage. I'll go first.
I can take
Well,
the hit.
I still have to finish my stuff, or
Yeah,
else
he
I can't do
does.
anything
Yeah.
else.
Blow it.
I'm 6, so I can do that. So I will do that. I'll go ahead and use the bow.
You'd have to surge.
That's fine.
Kame doesn't know how to use a bow.
What are you down to now?
2. But
Now remember, you're going to use those 2 survival to not get sucked in.
1. It's not 1 for every one. It's it's 2, but it doesn't matter. I can't spend 1 anyway, so it's not like So it's like I'm not going to spend any more. Is what it comes down to.
So you can spend double survivals.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I have 2 left, so that's what I can do.
Give me accuracy.
7. Nope. So I miss.
He sneezed.
And I will move 1 space.
If you don't want to spend the survival to dodge it, just go back further and he'll draw you in 5.
Well, I get the automatic move 1 space, and I
You'd have
can't
to-
move because
you'd
I would
have
have
to
to use
dash.
the other. I'd have to use the other thing
yeah.
because I can't
Yeah.
do that because I use the bow. So I'm done. That's me. It's my turn.
So Mac.
Hits on a 4+.
2 hits.
2 hits, and on a perfect hit, I get +4 strength for the rest of the attack.
Okay, so that happens either way. Do you have stinky gear in your grid?
Yeah, so it'll be priority target, that's
Yeah.
fine. But then it'll be knocked down.
Right.
Okay, we'll do
Well,
that.
it doesn't. This doesn't knock you down. This would
Right.
potentially, but yeah.
So we'll do the helm wings first.
2 plus.
Is that a crit?
Any luck tokens? Oh.
And I couldn't make the combo, so
Mhm.
I don't think we have enough red to make that.
Okay.
we do. But somebody took 18 billion weapons.
That was
Continue
the Fey Helm, right?
I really don't
Yeah.
care.
All right. So, Flower Knight slowly cranes its neck towards the attacker. If the attacker has stinky gear in their gear grid, they gain the priority target token.
Did you break that character even more now, Matt?
Yeah, I did. I knocked her off the stand.
Matt's just not.
At least I didn't break her.
I want to
She's
get
just
cardboard
not
cut
glued
out
on
for
there.
Matt. He can play with.
Man.
Matt glue may have been cardboard.
Matt, here's a meeple. You can
Yeah,
move
yeah,
this
I don't think I
around.
broke it. She just came off the stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We glue. Jeez.
Put it with the
Over
rest.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
There was bone darts you could have taken, Matt, that has red on it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you.
All right, roll your other one.
Joe's like, I'm gonna have to collect all the characters
We're gonna
around.
come back
Matt.
next week. There's gonna be 4 characters.
You got him again?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So if attacker is adjacent to the Flower Knight, they suffer bash. Without turning, move the Flower Knight 3 spaces toward the center of the showdown board. It's already the center, so it's not going to move
1,
more than this.
2, 3.
All right.
It's gonna be a trap.
I guess I might as well make sure I hit. Try to make sure.
Well, it's going to be the trap for sure.
Yeah, 5+. I mean 4+. 2 hits.
All right. So place the Flower Knight in the center of the showdown board.
Done.
Place the attacker in front of the monster. They gain a +1 luck token.
Thank you.
You know, I had these out and I put them back.
Yep. Each other survivor is grasped by the roots and pulled in, unless they spend 1 survival. They are pulled 5 spaces closer. I'll spend the survival.
Yeah.
All right.
All survivors are doomed. And then it performs its basic action, target the attacker. So,
So none of us can use survival.
Does he target me instead?
what's up?
Does he target me instead?
Oh
Oh, no, because he's not picking a target.
Right. All right, so yeah, he's gonna. So you're controlling him, Matt. He's going to attack him. It's 3 speed and 2 accuracy. How much evasion you got?
3.
6.
5+.
5+. 2 hits.
Alright, I want to roll a d10. 6+, I ignore 1 hit. Oh, AI card's in the way. So it's 2 damage to each spot?
Yeah.
Hands and chest.
Hands, chest, and hands. Hands and chest.
Anything else?
That's it.
Oh, no after damage. Alright.
After damage, character dies.
Alright. So now it's technically still my turn, right?
Right.
Flower City.
Are we still doomed? Or was it just for the attack?
Uh,
Can I
It's just for
surge?
that attack.
I think it's just for the yeah, for that attack.
I'm gonna surge and attack him. 5+. 2 hits. Let's kill this guy.
Head, shoulders, knees, and
Okay,
jaw.
so delicate knee joint and furious riposte. You already have fencing, so you can ignore that. This is -2 toughness to win that location.
Let's do that one first.
Mhm.
2+.
Okay.
Alright.
And then
He ignores the card, or he just ignores parry?
ignores parry.
Ignore parry when attempting to wound.
Okay.
So that's
So
another
you get
wound.
another one. Okay.
And then I can move 1 step. Step on my head! Die, fool!
Well,
Actually, I'll probably move right here. That's bad, right?
No.
Right there. Okay, sure.
He's going to attack me anyway.
Mm.
I think you're the only one left, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're my bone darts.
Bone darts.
Throw your counterweighted axe.
Are you within range?
Yeah.
You are. Wow.
That's
Good
one
hit.
accuracy.
Flowering bustle, super dense.
What does that mean?
When attempting to wound a super dense hit location, this weapon breaks. Archive this card
You still get to roll the
at
damage.
the end of the attack. Cool. 6 strength, 8
2+.
strength.
Not only did Josh take all the weapons, he's also destroying them.
I do not want to hear crap about destroying weapons out of any of you. You have destroyed more weapons
What?
than I
What
Yeah.
weapon
have.
is that destroyed?
So I broke Muramasa on the first swing.
I said y'all pointed at all of y'all.
On the very first
Mostly
swing.
these two.
The very first swing. So what? I break Muramasa.
So you didn't? Did you hit or
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
he
Okay,
did, yeah.
I just didn't know if you did damage. That's all.
He's almost dead. We're fine.
Okay, reflex. If the attacker is inside the fairy ring, they are entangled in a mess of strangely twisting vines adhering to their legs, and gain a -1 movement token.
I'm not in.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
he's outside the fairy ring. So oh yeah, I forgot about these flowers. Should we try and get those before?
Probably.
And you gain a luck token if you pick them up.
Might as well.
And a random flower resource. Where must be in
Are they
here.
good or bad? They're like, consume now, die.
Flower,
If you'd have gotten a
perishable-
crit on your damage, you could have spent survival equal to the monster's level to gain a permanent accuracy.
Wow.
That's been pretty freaking
That
nice.
would have been freaking amazing.
Yeah, I don't know about
There's a
that.
lot of different flowers.
Are they
Yeah.
all poisonous?
No, there's
No.
one that looks like it has a skeleton in it.
Yeah.
You may consume and archive this during the showdown to remove all your bleeding and negative attribute tokens and gain the flower addiction disorder.
Almost all of the flowers are all the
Consumed
flowers
right now.
are no, but they're also they'll degenerate. So I think you can't put them into storage. You can take them
They
back to the
are
village.
perishable,
Yeah, but if you don't use them, you can't store them until a future thing.
The
They have to
lantern
use-
bud says you may consume and archive this during the settlement phase to gain +3 endeavors.
Monster control.
Wow.
Skip the next hunt and gain the flower addiction disorder. They all give you the flower addiction disorder. One
Which
gives you
does
3 luck
what?
tokens.
Where you can only hunt the...
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Sighing bloom.
Alright.
Ooh, looks like the lion.
All right, ready?
Sure.
Vain flourish. If there are no threats in the fairy ring, perform bloom twice.
Oh,
But pick target all threats in fairy ring. Perform a
that's all
separate
us.
attack on each target. It's not everybody, it's just 2. So I'll target Joe first.
Yay!
So this would override the fact that I'm not a threat.
Yeah, because it's a separate attack on each target.
I'll
Is this a
target.
new round?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I could stand up. I
All right. So
No, if it's worth it, yeah, you might just knock you back down
guess.
again.
That doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I
I'll
guess
stand
it
up.
does, right.
Yeah.
Alright.
So Joe, it's attacking you.
I have 3 evasion.
How did you get to stand up?
Specialization 15.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So what do you need? What do I need? 5s?
Well, is it 2 plus?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 is on. Well, I mean, you need lower than 5 technically, Steve. So
Well, let's
I'm gonna
try.
roll. I'm gonna roll a d6 here. Yes, 1 only hits.
Okay. So header, foot.
Roll 1. 1 only hits. Oh,
He gets to choose.
he gets to choose. Gotcha.
It's 2 damage, right?
Because it says ignore one hit,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
But Joe-
can I dodge the other one?
Yeah,
then?
I think so.
Alright, let's just do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't- after damage, probably, but I don't want that. So.
There's a couple after damages.
I'm good
6
then.
plus.
6 plus.
How do you have so much evasion?
Dang, Steve, you're rolling like crazy.
Matt?
Body and
By having +2 evasion and then having gear that gives me +2 more evasion.
One gives you the
chest and
+2
foot.
evasion.
My rawhide vest and my monster grease.
Oh.
What is it, 2 each?
it'll be 2 each, and there'll also be a bash and a bleed.
You can dodge, can't you?
Well, I'll dodge the legs. I can't dodge both.
Right.
Okay.
Bash.
And then you get bash, and you gain 1 bleed token. And that's it.
Matt, stand back up.
Whoa.
Meow, meow, meow. I'm a agile kitty cat.
Pretty much.
So he's got what, 4 hit points left?
There.
I would like to try to hit with my axe so I can become proficient in it.
7.
I wouldn't become proficient, but I would like to.
Find something shiny. Gain 1 iron strange resource. Archive in this terrain.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was nice.
And I'm going to move 1 there. That'll be all.
Depends on if you guys want me to be in there. Sure.
They may want to attack first, so that way there's the counterattacks are less powerful.
Don't kill him.
Yeah, potentially.
I mean, I can attack and move out.
Yeah, you want to do that, and then I'll go in.
It's on 4 plus.
Good.
On it.
Hypnotic deflection. Failure. Turn the Flower Knight to face the attacker. They gain 2 insanity.
Oh, Matt,
Wait.
you're moving out.
was going to search since I didn't do any
Yeah,
damage.
good.
Okay.
2 hits.
Furious Riposte and Delicate Shoulder Joint.
Do the shoulder joint first.
Not shocking.
3, 6.
Oh man, crit, dude. I just want to read that part. Yes, nice.
To read it.
Okay, the Flower Knight's sword arm is ruined. Attacker gains 1 survival and 1 random flower resource. If the Flower Knight is inside the fairy ring, it gains -1 accuracy token.
Oh. I like how this fight is completely different than any other fight we've done.
Most of them are pretty different.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it looks like a vagina. An ugly one.
Well, flowers do.
Sighing bloom.
Sorry.
Look, it's got the lion's face. It
Consume
looks
and
like, doesn't
archive
it?
this during the showdown to gain 3 survival, 3 insanity, and flower addiction disorder. Yeah.
Yeah, flower addiction means you can only hunt it.
Right. 5 did that. No, that wasn't. Yeah.
Very-
So, perform basic action, target the attacker. So,
Ooh, wow.
it's going to do a 2. Your 4 defense, right?
4 evasion.
So 1, 2, that.
I'll dodge it.
Okay.
So violent, Josh.
I haven't broken any models.
You might have.
Brings up a good point.
Just weapons.
Yeah, just weapon.
Yeah. So many bone darts.
Who's didn't you have a kick-ass hammer? Do we
Not me.
Do we still have that? Didn't
Not
you
me.
have an axe also?
Oh, do you mean the one that I was here, sit down and play this? Even though nobody paid attention.
Wait,
can't
didn't
use
you
it
have a
anyways?
cool hammer too that I got you?
No, you
The
didn't get
lion
me.
hammer? Because
You
I rolled
just-
2 10s
Why
and
didn't
another
you use
10.
it? Why didn't you use it? I never understood why you didn't
Because
use
you
that.
picked it up because you only had hammer affected thing because you can't use sharp
Oh.
trap.
But that guy's dead anyway, so not
Yeah, and you lost that.
So dead.
super dead.
You lost bone darts, which is way more valuable.
2.
Yay!
2 and a 2. Yeah.
Rolling to fight it again.
Surge.
Yeah,
Which you keep.
surge which I
To
keep.
fight it again. He's
No,
gonna
fight it again.
What survivor? What survival action are you gonna use? Fight it again.
Again.
2
Hey,
hits.
2 hits. Trap.
Yeah,
Trap.
traveling.
Trap.
Face
No,
Sabatons
doesn't surprise me.
and retreating fiend.
I'm obviously going to do the one that does
Yeah.
the wound. 4, 6, 10.
2+.
1.
Yay!
All right.
He hit.
Okay. It says
Oh, I needed to
Wound.
age this character a while ago. Just saying.
if the attacker is adjacent to the Flower Knight, they are viciously kicked away.
I'm not.
The attacker suffers bash and knockback 5. All right. So the other one you can still possibly hit if you get a crit.
Nope.
The Flower Knight sidesteps. Without turning, move the monster 3 steps toward the center of the board. They already are. And that's it.
Like we're not supposed to be fighting him in the center of the board like we are.
Because it does more damage.
Yeah, I know. Oh well.
Age, Matt.
No, we'll just do it after because it's not gonna matter at this point.
Okay.
You
Attack.
could because you could gain strength or a permanent thing for age.
Yeah. I mean, we're almost done those. When
All right.
like
4
we put a little
plus.
mark, I was like, yeah, don't forget.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Yep.
All right.
Try.
Trap.
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 Place the Flower Knight in the center of the board. Place the attacker directly in front of him.
You keep on getting
Gain +1 luck token.
Isn't that
Each
two
of the
them?
other survivors are grasped and move 5 spaces closer unless they spend a survival.
Matt, will you be spending survival?
Why would I?
So I don't take 4 damage.
I like you taking 4 damage.
Well, you would probably knock me over.
Good. No, move me back.
Alright.
And then perform basic action against them. So, or against you. So
He's too sexy for that. I never broke Bilbo, though, and that's the most important model.
3 invasion. Yeah.
So 6 or better.
I won't break Bilbo.
Missed all of them.
Whoa.
I'll get Joe some plastic glue, and then they won't fall off so easily.
I'm going to surge. Hopefully end this.
So you want some plastic glue?
I don't know. I'm not fancy.
I'm afraid to use it.
Why?
Because it's like PVC glue. It melts part of the plastic.
It's not impossible to get it
5
back
plus.
apart, believe me.
No.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Trap.
Maybe.
And it's the trap.
Retreating fiend.
That's not the trap.
That's a crit.
You would have gained the fencing thing, but there might be other. You do roll on that, so and there's other things you can gain. So,
Yes.
Yeah, but he already has fencing. You only do that if he doesn't.
oh, okay, yeah, okay. So yeah, so there's just no thing, but you still do the damage. So there's 1
Alright.
damage. So it's down to 1 hit point.
Die, fool.
How's he a fool? You came into his garden and just fucking started attacking him.
Started stomping on his flowers.
We're the bad guys in
I
this
have
one.
I have stinky gear too, so he's like, "What smells so terrible?"
Like,
So does Matt.
Like, the butcher comes to kill us, right? That's fine. The hand, he tries to
He
kill
killed
us.
the old lady. He
But
made
the
a flower
flower knight?
grow through her.
We followed her into her home.
He's just trying to have a fucking garden.
We followed some person to this magical realm.
All right.
So you guys are fucking dicks. I'm just trying to plant shit.
I'm not planting anything.
Is that his turn?
If there are no threats, bloom. Closest threat facing in fairy ring. That's me. So I get a insanity.
Fuck him up, son.
Yay.
Let me pick up one of those flowers before you kill him, though.
You already have one.
I know, but I'm right next to one.
Okay. No. Okay, he has a
They have
target.
to be used
Speed
this time.
3, 2 plus to
That might be
hit.
better than this one. I don't know.
It's actually 3 because he's minus 1 accuracy. So
Oh,
There is one that
interesting.
allows
So
you
6 plus.
3
that's why
nevers.
all those
Yeah.
missed last time.
Hey, 8, 9, 10. 3 hits.
You know Joe's not attacking for himself because he got
right.
3 huge
I want to
rolls.
attempt to fence 1. Yep. All right, so that's 1 miss. I
So
will attempt to. I'll dodge another.
We'll wait and see what you get first. Well, I guess it'll be the same odds. Alright.
still roll 3. So.
Waist, chest, foot.
And then you're going to take 3 damage in whatever spot.
Good.
All right.
Done. I
All right,
laugh
then
in his
go ahead and
face
go.
and spit on his stupid flower. I stomp on another flower in front of him. Say, look
He's
at
rolling in the 10.
that. To do what?
The herb.
Oh, you get a bloom, a flower, and 1 luck token.
I'm not grabbing your luck token.
What if I need it?
You don't.
I was gonna dash and surge.
Dash away, dash away, dash away. All. I surged during Matt's turn to attack.
Ew, why do they look like vaginas?
Which one'd you get this time?
Osseous Bloom. You may consume and archive this during the showdown to remove all your bleeding and negative attribute tokens and gain the flower addiction disorder.
Not actually.
What vaginas have you been screwing that look like that?
Mostly your mother.
We need to keep doing these. We need warbling blooms. They give you +1 population.
I'm gonna dash.
Really?
Yeah. You plan it. You can plan it when you get back to the phase.
Do you gain the flower
surge.
disorder, though?
The person's born with it.
9, so he
He
gets
gets a
another
9.
resource. And that'll be removed.
Same one again.
Yeah.
Let's see this one.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, just kill him.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe he'll give us more flowers when we kill him with what the benefits are. Hey, Paul, what's up? Just leave
I'm
that
gonna-
garden alone. No!
See? Paul understands.
No, Paul.
I'm going to go.
He's planting some
I'm
cherry
gonna reveal
tomatoes.
it for you. It's
He's just an old man out
They're all
gardening.
fencing.
Oh, just want to plant my
That's the bottom
tomatoes for this year. I love beyond seeds.
Second one was the trap.
Oh, my word. We got in the trap a lot with this dude.
So there's one of the the parry ones.
Mhm.
There's the trap, and then the other one is writhing flora, impervious. Twisting blossoms and vines sail through the air, falling harmlessly at the flower knight's feet. So the only way you'll hurt it there is the critical wound.
Critical wound.
So it's not
Is there
going to
anything that says if you kill it on this location?
No.
Okay.
Who has one? Nobody?
Just Matt.
Hold on.
Joe, just parry it then.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Want me to
Do you
go?
want me to move out too?
No. Fine. I'll attack.
Well, I couldn't surge or anything, so.
That is one hit.
There's,
Two or more.
yep. So
By two.
Huh?
Because it's always a miss on a 1. Crit. Crit
Alright.
City, y'all. Crit City.
there it is.
He did. We successfully defeated the evil Flower Knight in his Garden of Horror.
His garden of cherry
There's
tomatoes.
faces all over these. And
Those are cherry
skeletons.
tomatoes.
You want to give me all your tokens
All your cherry
Looks
tomatoes.
and a movement
and bleeds?
and an accuracy.
Those will be tokens.
All right, so we gain 1 on XP,
All my cherry tomatoes. All my cherry tomatoes.
a weapon proficiency if we're owed it.
You know Turbo Negro?
What that song?
Yeah.
I thought that was CKY.
That's
All
Turbo
my
Negro.
friends
It's
are
on there.
bad.
Yeah, it's Turbo Negro. They're like some sort of European
We
band.
gain a rare gear card.
That song.
Promise you.
We gain a rare gear card called Flower Knight Badge.
Rare gear.
He may be planting some fine shrubbery. It could be a shrubber.
Oh, that sounds like a bad news.
I want a shrubbery that's slightly taller than the one next to. Never mind.
I want a shrubbery with
I don't
short
know where
sleeves and a
rare
long
gear's at.
jacket.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? If we would have been smart, every time we rolled the dice, we'd been like, me.
What's the
What do you
what's the name of it again? I'm sorry.
Flower Knight Badge.
His name is Tim.
Do we all gain that?
Helm?
No.
Oh man, the Flower Knight helm's awesome. +1 accuracy on the helm. And when you're being attacked, the monster has -1 speed.
Nice.
What?
Now we know what armor good set to go after.
And it's 3 armor. You sure it's in here, Steve?
Well, this is
It
Josh.
says they gain the Flower Knight Badge rare gear.
This is rare gear, right?
That's the one that says rare gear on the back.
This is it. There's the rare gear that came with them. These are all sense memory. No idea what that means. I guess there's a new location we can do. There's a satchel. It's not a purse, it's a satchel. Lots of satchels. There you go. It's not marked as rare gear. There it is.
Flower Knight Badge, item, jewelry, badge, unique. At the start of the showdown, draw 1 tactics card and gain +1 evasion token.
Tactics.
Yeah, the tactics cards are the things that come just with the knights. And what they do is during that particular round, you gain the ability to use some kind of special tactical formation, lets you do some kind of special attack. The one that I looked at was like 4-corner attack, and it was like if you're at the 4 corners of the guy, you could do everybody rolled, or 1 dice was rolled, but everybody's accuracy was added to it or something like that. There's a whole group of things.
There's
so.
spiral formation, which is like 4 corners.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
We
sorry.
also add this Petal Spiral Innovation to the Settlement's Innovation deck.
Oh, sweet.
So we get that as well. And then any that got the Fencing Secret Fighting Art, any survivors that gain that, nope, they gain the Ghostly Beauty disorder that I got,
Which is
Terrible.
and the Narcissistic disorder, and +1 permanent evasion.
Oh. Okay, so what's it called?
Ghostly Beauty,
which does
and
work
that's
for
the 2 times insanity,
Here, since
but you
don't
gain
want me to
insanity
have this,
2 times as much. And Narcissistic is the other one.
since you don't want me to have that.
I don't care about you having it. I just saying that it was like, oh, well, okay.
I'll be fighting. So you just draw
Right.
1 of 3 fighting arts.
And I don't know what the
Traits.
narcissistic disorder does specifically, but then you also gain the +1 evasion.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Petal Spiral is the innovation we gain. Regardless of their hunt XP, survivors may select sword for the proficiency level. For a endeavor, you can do trace petals. You roll 1d10. A 1 to 3, you lose 1 flower resource. If you do, gain the flower addiction disorder and roll again. Otherwise, nothing happens. 4 to 5, gain 2 survival and +1 understanding. A 6 plus, gain 1 sword proficiency level.
Awesome, man.
Narcissistic. It's
Yep.
completely different than how I spelled it. You may not wear armor at the head location. If you're wearing armor at the head location, you gain this disorder. Archive it.
God dang it.
Joe's lost so much gear.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like we need to go back and get 1 piece of leather.
Well, we haven't gotten those rewards yet, so we could still get some of
I'd
that.
actually like to do the petal spiral since I have 3 flowers.
What does it?
I could get a
Well,
sword
we have to
proficiency
gain
level.
it first.
Yeah, we have to gain it first.
It just
It goes
said
into the
gain
deck.
it.
No. It goes into the deck.
Innovation deck.
Into
so we
the
can-
innovation
we
deck.
can
We have
find it and
to
innovate
we have
it.
to innovate.
Oh, add it to the deck. Okay.
Yeah.
So I added
What-
it to our stuff.
what is it?
Yeah.
What does it do?
You can get sword proficiency level.
Yeah, you get sword proficiency levels, and you just start gaining sword proficiency levels. All right, so then in the next settlement phase, we gain a sense memory settlement activity thing, and then we
Well,
gain
is that even words?
4.
The story event sense memory happens.
Then we get 4 of these and 4 flower resources.
Also,
Same thing as right here.
Oh.
So
Um,
we got a leather. Hopefully that helmet is only 1 leather, Joe.
All right, and then we need to do age for your guy, and age for
Put all
anybody,
this-
Huh?
all this stuff together.
and then also weapon proficiency stuff, which
The board is going to have to come out anyways, and all this is going to have to come out. Nice, a lantern bud. That's a good one.
and yeah, well, we were supposed to do that stuff before we actually go back to town, so that's
I
why. I
know.
said.
what else we do?
We need to age and do weapon proficiencies and
Okay.
stuff.
You want these, Joe, or Steve? Is this all our stuff, or?
That's not our stuff.
I know, I'm just setting it up there out of the way so then we can set all the settlement stuff out. All of these?
No, just those.
We need these, all right?
Yep, we don't need any of these. Okay, who's aging?
Page
Yeah.
1.
Okay, you may select a weapon proficiency. You already have
Okay.
one though, right?
1d10 or 2?
2d10, sorry.
2.
Gain 1 permanent evasion.
Oh.
It's actually nice.
Beast mode for Matt.
I need a leather set.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because then I can link it with the monster grease for the extra evasion and stuff.
There you go. Steal one from Matt or Joe.
From
We
Matt or
actually
Joe.
don't have enough.
Or from
I know.
Okay.
Joe and
Like a
Steven.
leather
Alright.
set. It doesn't give you enough in a leather set.
What do you mean it gives you 2 evasion?
No, it doesn't.
With the monster grease it does.
1, 2. There's not a third one.
Oh,
that
I mean you can make a
with it.
third one pretty
Yeah.
easily. With the shield and
The shield you need.
the skirt, I think.
Yeah, but if you get a leather set, you don't get the shield. That's Josh's rule. So.
Not my role. I was trying to make armor shared amongst
Alright.
us more.
Are you
even.
aging? Anyone
I'm
else
not.
aging?
No, but I have weapon specialization that happens. So
What does that do?
it's the weapon specialization event thing.
There's no event.
I
Tactically,
thought there was a.
No,
No,
you
you
just
just
get
get
the
the card, right?
specialization.
tactically makes more sense for all of
For
us
some
to
reason, I
have
thought there was another thing.
around the same armor. Yeah.
A little. Not really, I guess. Okay, there's nothing, is there?
I didn't know. I thought there was because it. But that's fine.
It does look like there would be one, right?
Yeah, I thought it was just specialists. So.
Did anybody go up in axe and weapon and all that, or
Nope.
did we just
Goes
do all
from
that?
showdown to.
I do have the sword. I should have the sword specialization then, though. Because that's what
Survivor's
I
Return. Do we do anything for that? No. Cool.
You heal your character.
Gain endeavors. Does anybody have Tinker?
No, I have nothing.
Only gain 1 for coming back with something.
We should have 5 total.
Oh, wow, that's cool. When attacking with a sword, after drawing hit locations, make a wound attempt, and then select a hit location to resolve that with
After.
the result. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice as a whole. All right.
Update timeline.
He's going for that in a minute.
We need to burn the Spiderling one in this thing. Or the Raining Silk one.
I think one of those is turned backwards. Or maybe not. It looked like it though when we picked them out. Oh, that's fine. All right.
We had one happen in ours where murder gets added to every timeline.
What is murder? Where just somebody gets
Where
murdered?
they kill each other when they come back.
Roll a D10 whenever I
Yeah,
draw
but you
track.
have the one
Yeah.
where you.
It's a nice one. I
Yeah.
haven't got to use it very much,
Where
but it
it's
was
that's
nice.
not that bad. You gain a crap ton of people though all the time, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't like them killing each other as soon as they come back.
So we got to do
Every
that
time.
first.
Do that.
So pull one of those.
I don't want to pull one. I'm not.
Okay.
Pull one.
Spider leans.
It's
Spider
gonna
leans.
happen.
Spider leans.
Nicknames. Go.
That'd be
Spider
okay,
leans.
Nick.
Nicknames.
Spider leans.
Why nicknames?
Because it's really good.
Yeah,
Spider
it
leans.
can be very
Is
nice.
that the one that we got the one time where we got like
The nicknames?
Yeah.
Yes.
the nicknames? Yeah, thanks.
Up the lantern.
I pulled that nicknames one almost as many times as we pulled Spiderlings before.
Not that one, Steve. There you go. There you go.
Spider leans.
Spider Link.
Spider leans.
Spiderlings.
Weird Dream.
Ugh.
You are the only player. Okay. Otherwise, the group must select a player to be the storyteller and a survivor to be the dreamer.
It was a good dream.
Steve, you be the storyteller.
Okay.
Impress Josh.
Who's
Josh's
the
character's
survivor to be the dreamer?
Josh.
Great.
More.
Paint him like one of your French girls.
Okay.
Okay.
The selected player rolls 1d10.
Which selected player?
Right, okay, hold on.
That'd be
Players
good.
will vote to
Yeah, I
determine
think
if the dreamer is told. Okay, the selected player rolls 1d10 on each of the following tables to determine what the survivor's weird dream is about. Okay, I got you. Okay. Alright, so,
Joe did this a long time.
yeah.
I did. Long time ago.
Like one of the first games.
In a galaxy far away. Must have been good.
Well, you got 9, 10, 9, which is very unlikely for Steve.
Remember you had to tell your story backwards the one time?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You got this,
Okay.
Steve.
You, let's see, hold on a second. Okay.
Maybe a half-hour story.
You wake up and you're super hungry and you run out of the tent and the first thing you see is a bathroom. So you run to the bathroom and you immediately start to fart like crazy. You just cannot stop farting. It's loud enough that it wakes half of the village. They think it's one of the animal screams. There's almost like one of the white speaker things. And then your stomach starts to calm down and someone offers you a fruit. You eat the fruit and you're no longer hungry and you wake up.
Okay.
And you realize it was a dream.
Yeah? That's a dream.
Okay, so remaining players will vote to determine if the dream was well told or poorly told.
That was well told.
Yeah, do we do
The
that?
animal screams.
Come on.
I already said it was well told. I'm not going to change.
Fist.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Truly amazing tale. The settlement is inspired and gains 1d5 endeavors. Two extra endeavors.
Oh, yeah. It's the one with the Endeavor symbol on it.
Thanks, Matt. Glad
Yeah,
you're so helpful.
It was delicious food, perpetual farting, and then recalled the dream backwards. So there it is. So, yeah.
Alright, what else is on the timeline?
Now we got the...
Yeah, sense memory.
Alright, rushing into the settlement, the returning survivors desperately attempt to convey to the others the powerful memories that dwelt in the very air of the glade. Even as they pass the settlement's threshold, the memories fade, and the delicate blooms clutched in their hands wilt.
Oh,
The
no.
settlement may pour their inspiration into inspired crafting. We could do a leather bloom, or lantern bloom and a leather, an osseous bloom, a bone and a scrap, a lantern bud and 2 flowers, or 1 flower, or if we had an osseous bloom, an organ, a hide, and a sighing bloom. We don't have a sighing bloom, do we?
We have several sighing blooms.
Okay. So, alright, so these are all going to be probably in these
Right,
items,
yeah.
right? So if we do a lantern bloom and a leather, we get a Vespertine satchel.
Okay. That is... I see a satchel. I guess not a Vespertine satchel, but...
Is this a lingering effect where we can make leather?
It doesn't say that specifically within here, so...
We would have to have the leather then.
So the satchel is...
We don't have any leather.
That's fine.
You may depart with 1 resource card. If that resource is perishable, it is not destroyed.
That's interesting. We can do a Vespertine foil.
Okay, that's a sword. 4, 5, 1. At the beginning of each settlement phase, archive this unless you spend 1 flower resource.
And it's a red and a blue. So red on one side and blue on the
Yep,
other side.
and if you link it, it gains deadly 2.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, but you would have to
Continuously fight.
the flower.
If we have a lantern bud and 2 flowers,
We do.
we can do the Vespertine cello.
Unique. At the start of the showdown, all their survivors with the instrument in their gear grid gain +1 luck token.
That's not awful.
And it has a... Does anyone have instruments though?
The harp would be
Oh,
an
yeah.
instrument as well. So, and that we actually could, that would be not an impossible thing.
So you can gain that cello and bring it with you.
For 1 flower, we can make a Vespertine arrow.
2, 6 plus, 0. Ammo, bow, deadly 4. Archive after use. If your attack misses, place a flower patch terrain tile adjacent to the monster.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool because then you could keep getting flowers to keep
the
powering
sword
like the foil or whatever else up if you're
Your
hot
attack
for
would
that.
have to miss though, yeah.
And then the last one would be the Vespertine bow.
3, 6, 6.
Wow.
Range 5, deadly. Before each attack, you may choose for Vespertine bow to have slow, +4 accuracy, and range 9 for that attack.
And it's a green and blue one on each side.
That is
Wow.
But
really sick
if we do the Vespertine bow, a renegade seed will escape into the crack between 2 stone faces, and we would add the necrotoxic mistletoe story event to the timeline 4 years from now.
I say we do that. This
Can we
bow's sick.
even make it?
Osseous bloom, sighing bloom, and organ and a hide. But we could do it. We
The
definitely have,
osseous bloom.
yeah, we definitely.
I also have a bunch of organs
Do you have
in
a hide?
storage.
Do you have a hide?
No, we don't have a hide.
We'd have to use a question mark.
Pretty good though.
It's not bad at all.
Well, you're losing your full set of hide. What helmet? What's to make the leather helmet?
It's in front of you.
Leather worker over.
Deadly's basically plus luck when you're using that weapon. So if it's deadly too, it's +2 luck when you're using that weapon.
So it's +1 luck. And then before each attack, you may choose for the bow to have slow, which would mean only
Make the bow.
you can make it so it doesn't miss.
And we have 3 bows.
Mm-hmm.
One's really good.
What
though.
else do we have? We
That
have
one's,
a bunch
that
of
one's
other.
not slow or encumbered.
Yeah. I mean,
the flowers are going to go to waste if we don't, because they're all
But the non-perishable. So for future reference, that'd be good.
Okay, we need the bloom and what else? Or the lantern bloom and...
Lantern bud and 2 other flowers.
What does that give us?
The cello.
So, I mean, it doesn't go away, but those will go to waste if we don't use them.
Do we want more than one cello? Oh, we can't. We're short one.
What does lantern
There's
bud
only
give
one
you?
cello. It's unique. So
What does lantern bud give you?
That's the one that can give us endeavors, actually.
Might as well use it.
if someone has to skip the next hunt, whoever uses
And
it.
someone gets flower addiction.
Wait,
Can
was
you
this
have the-
lantern bloom or blood? Bud?
Do you
Did
want
you-
food?
It's bud is
Oh,
what
it's
has to
okay.
be used.
Okay.
What's that one do?
Nothing good.
Oh, okay. I would say what you do is you just make the person that is already got it.
Yeah, but we had to get rid of that one.
I know. Well,
And then we have 2 more flowers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Since
You can either consume them or turn them into arrows.
yeah, what do they do when they consume?
During the showdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can turn them into arrows.
Yeah.
So close.
that sucks because that has to be part of your gear grid. It's not like
The
you-
arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's,
I
not
know.
like, it's not like you have a quiver.
It'd be cool if there was a quiver item where you
Yeah.
could put multiple arrows in it. That'd be sick.
If we have sculpture, if we would have also had Song of the Brave, we could once per campaign perform the Ballad of the Wallflower. It would cost
these
an
are
endeavor.
archive after use.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Because if you miss, it drops a flower.
yeah.
Yes, man.
Okay, and that's everything for this part.
Weird.
Yes.
What? It made you smile. It was worth it.
Awkward.
The half little half smile. That's
All
pretty
right.
good for you.
Awkward smile.
So,
What do we have now?
do we have enough to innovate?
Love those brown eyes.
Do we
No.
need hide to innovate?
Yeah,
we need one
I
hide.
don't think we have any hides.
Nope.
so.
We should have maybe not spent the one.
It's too late.
That bow is pretty good, though.
Okay.
I think that bow is worth it. It's so much better than the other bow.
So what can we do with the scrap and something?
Update death count. Nobody.
Nobody.
Check for milestone story events. None. Develop.
All right. Do we have? What can we do with one scrap?
Scrap dagger, probably.
So I
Well,
would
scrap plus stuff. That's
recommend holding on to this because it's
Yeah,
an
because it
iron.
can be used to make the leather mask.
Well,
So we
well,
can-
it's
it's
iron
iron. Use
too.
it as iron
Yeah.
Mm,
because you need 3 scrap to make 1 iron.
mm.
Right.
We don't have the place to use iron yet.
What is that?
Blacksmith, right?
Yes.
How do we get the
We do have the
blacksmith?
scrap smelting thing though.
Yeah.
That's-
So
That's a,
How do we get the blacksmith?
the
scrap smelting.
yes, which we need 3
6 bone,
scrap.
3 scrap.
Yeah. So we need.
We have 2 bone. Actually, Joe, you hold on to these because you got the rest of the stuff.
Alright. So we have 1, 2, 3 organs, 3 broken lanterns, 1 line testing.
Oh, we have 3 broken lanterns.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we technically those are scrap too. We could actually do how many? How much bone do we have in all? 6.
Bones, we have 1, 2, 3 in storage.
4, 5.
4 or 5. We're literally 1 short of being able to
Mhm.
make the fucking blacksmith. It's stupid.
What button? Well, we have no hide. You can get another scrap sword. How many scrap swords do we have?
1.
It's 2 bone, 1 scrap. Or you can do the skull cap hammer.
We don't have the stone circle, do we?
Nope,
No.
we never made it because.
What's this? What do we need to make that?
3 organ, 1 hide. We have no
No, I
hide.
had-
I only ask because there's the forbidden dance on it. And you can change resources around.
What about, what do we need to make the blacksmith?
There's
We're
3,
short 1
6
bone.
and 3. We're short 1 bone,
Oh, that's what you're just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
unfortunately.
Or we can save everything again.
Weren't you just complaining about not having a good weapon? Make a scrap sword for yourself.
I can use what we got. I just didn't. It's fine. I mean, the steel sword isn't awful. It's just slow, so it's not going to hit very hard. Like very many times for its thing. And now maybe it'll be slightly different. I mean, this does the one thing about this is it's not cumbersome, so it doesn't require
That's
both
what we were
things.
saying.
Being able
That's,
to
that
move and
makes a
shoot
big
that with
difference.
6 strength.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
The thing is
Mm-hmm.
monstrous. Oh.
Mhm. So
You can make Bone darts. How many bone darts did we have at one point in time? Didn't we have 4 bone darts, and now we're down to
We
3?
have at least. But yeah, we don't need that many.
I wouldn't make. Yeah.
Because we still have several in here. 1, 2. We still have 2 in here.
Yeah, you have one on your gear grid, right? So.
No, I lost.
No,
Remember.
he's
Oh, we
broke.
still have 2 more. Yeah, I wouldn't make another one. So.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I can make a bone dagger, which would nope. I need the one. I need a red on top. Who gives red on top
You mean red on bottom?
or red on bottom? Yeah, just scrap dagger.
Leather mask.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna switch out a leather mask for full rawhide set.
Plus, we can't make a leather mask.
Correct, because Joe needs that.
The cat fang knife. We don't have an elder cat tooth though. A skull helm, but again, there you'd have to lose that. I think we actually have a skull helm. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be the scrap dagger's only one, or the skull helm.
Okay, that's fine. We don't need to make it because we're already on it. Let's move on and go to the next phase.
Well, we're in that phase. If we're going to do something, this is where we would do.
Save one for whatever you call it.
Well, let's do the shrine.
Yep.
I don't care who rolls. Somebody.
Joe roll.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. +1 insanity.
Lifetime reroll.
Veto.
Probably worth it.
What are we going against next?
We get to choose again.
Oh.
Maybe I'll make the dung beetle knight.
Do you want to try and innovate?
We can't.
How many people we got? Or not innovate? Augury.
We have 13 right now.
Let's do Augury.
I mean, we may as well. There's really nothing else like super
I
worthwhile.
was gonna try the sculpture
Oh yeah.
because I'd like to get ambidextrous.
Why don't you go ahead and do it?
Do we have 2 scrap daggers? Or you mix it with...
No, but we can make a something.
Is
We
that
have
our scrap
opportunities.
sword? We can make another scrap sword.
Yeah, I have one, and then the beauty would be then I get 4 dice.
If you had another one.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I get this, so I'll try and get this then if you guys don't care.
Go ahead.
Which die doesn't suck.
I don't know, last time they all sucked. I just rolled the one that sucks, because now it's not one.
Get the bad roll out of the way.
6 or more.
Yeah.
6.
There you go. Ambidextrous.
Well, do you want another scrap sword?
That would be nice.
2 bone, 1 scrap.
Okay.
Can I see the fighting arts just so I can write
So
down?
lose it
what
for
says?
Matt.
I mean, it's not like we're losing the gear. Even if I
Yep,
die, you don't
losing
lose
it
them.
for Matt.
Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody. Except Steve. Steve's okay. Josh is okay. No, I meant Joe. Joe's okay too.
Okay. It's alright, whenever Matt needs help again. Ever in life.
The rest of your life, he's
I
gonna
will
remember
remember.
that.
I will remember. In KDM, I'll be like, Matt, nope.
If I don't make
One
fun of you,
is.
Scrap sword?
if I don't make fun of you or insult you, that's when you have to be
Scrap
worried.
sword is what you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
So get rid of.
One of your insults, man.
Yep, there you go, Joe.
Good thing I got rid of my rock.
2 bones, 1 scrap.
Oh, we have to get rid of stuff?
Yeah.
Denied.
I
Sorry,
mean,
the bank's all
I mean, you're the
closed.
gatekeeper.
The
Yeah,
bank's closed.
keep the iron though, and get rid of a lantern.
I can't use my shield.
I'm the bank.
Oh, look at that! You can't use a shield. That means
I'll take it.
Joe will
Since I
take
can't use
it.
head armor.
There you go. And then you could use the lion thingy. Joe, you can use the lion thing.
We can use
No,
the
I
skull
can't use
helm.
head armor at all.
Mm.
Can't use head armor as this character.
Uh,
And she's pretty awesome. I think I'm going to keep going with her.
oh, that sucks that you don't have the blues though.
But now I
Swap
get extra
these two.
evasion too. Oh yeah, sorry. There we go.
Does that give it no?
Oh,
Cannot be
yeah,
used
'cause
if
I
there are any
lost that.
shields,
Yeah,
two-handed, or
so I don't
heavy
need
gear.
that anymore though.
I mean, the +1 luck isn't bad. You can always
Okay.
carry something else.
Mhm.
What you need, take the cat eye circuit with that.
Yeah, then I have to lose something else.
No, just take it.
Alright, I got rid of my boulder.
Why?
Because just doesn't have a link up for it.
No,
Blue link.
Excuse me.
no, it's only got the one.
Yeah.
You need 2 blue links in your
Gotcha.
grid. I would only have 1.
Okay, augury it is. Who's augurying? Who
I
is it?
just rolled, so roll, Josh.
No, who has the most understanding? Who am I rolling on?
It doesn't really matter anymore.
It does.
I have 3, so
Does anyone have 4 in the box?
probably.
I have 2.
Nope, 3 or
I
more.
don't know. Dude, you got them all over
I
there.
realize that. Maybe I want to get my understanding, Matt.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Understanding is for fools.
Connie's a statue.
You get Tinker at this
She's got
level, or
nothing.
You would get.
He's got 1. Tom Bombadil's got White Secret already, so no. Besides Tom Bombadil, no one's got
what do you get
more than 2
for
understanding.
I have
understanding?
3 for this
Yeah,
guy.
use your character then.
What do you get for understanding?
You get +1 to your roll to do augury.
No, I meant if you got understanding. Level 3. Because if it's Tinker,
Well, okay, so you'll get
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
like one of those things.
that's what I'm saying. If we get Tinker, then why wouldn't we try for it? Like, why wouldn't I try to get my guy to do it? Or some of that, it's at 2 understanding.
We do have to spend resources to get it.
Yeah, and you'd have to roll a.
1 through 3.
I mean, it doesn't make a lot of difference. You may as well. I mean, it's not going to
Yeah,
hurt anything
I'll-
for you to do it.
Yeah,
so.
I guess I'll
Yeah,
have
roll
more
for more.
for it.
Augury.
What do I need?
More? Okay.
Or,
8 plus.
well,
for intimacy.
what do we need? What is it to get the +1?
1 to
to
3.
1 to 3.
You either need a 1 to 3 or an 8 or
No,
more.
no, I'm saying when the person gets the extra.
1 to 3.
You
Not
need
that.
3 or higher to get +1.
No,
to
I'm
your
saying doesn't once you have so much understanding, isn't it +1 to your rolls?
roll. 3 or higher.
Mhm.
Then let's just try for more babies. Screw trying to get understanding.
Okay.
So we'll have you do it.
Okay,
I'd rather have the +1 to try to make more babies. That's the whole point of
Yeah.
the babies.
Make more
that's fine.
babies.
That's no problem.
There you go,
That's a
more
baby.
babies.
That's an 11. That means it's
Definitely babies. Who's actually going for the?
Wendy's.
Wendy and Tom,
Mhm.
they're married.
Sure.
HI. Alright.
3.
That's not great.
Wendy's dead.
Can always. Does she have a reroll?
Wendy? No. Neither does Tom. So we have a lot of new survivors that have unused rerolls, though.
Yeah, Bilbo and Mort would do.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'd rather not use ones that we're actively using.
yeah.
Okay, used one.
1 and 1. Ready for it? 1 and 2.
1. They both die.
I'll use my
Reroll another
reroll. I'll use my reroll for
Okay.
that one. Pulling a Steven here. Damn.
Why don't you use the 2 and the 1? The bad rolls are out of the way by your logic.
Yeah. There you go.
That one's got to be
That was 6, Steven.
sure. I wasn't saying re-roll them both. I just meant the one. Jesus.
It was a 6.
So 6.
Yes.
New survivors brought kicking screening games +1 population.
There you go. 6 and 1. Only took 2 rerolls to gain 1 reroll. So we only wasted 1 reroll. It's not as bad as wasting 2 rerolls, me and Matt's. For Steven to still die and lose a gear.
That was not my intention.
And because they are a couple, they get half the weapon proficiency rounded down.
It doesn't
It's
even.
optional.
They don't have to be a couple. It can be either of the two. It's just if you choose to, because he could have done it like with somebody else. That like those any two characters can do it. They just gain a last name together, potentially.
Oh, right. Alright.
Matt.
I already rolled for something. Steve needs to.
Skipping Matt, going to Steve.
All right.
Can do an
All right. So we're doing augury for my guy then. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Got me.
That's a 9.
Same two people.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Tom and Wendy's.
3 and a 6.
Oh, they're newborn. Can use the reroll, right?
Okay.
Is 3 she dies after childbirth or during?
Her and the child died.
Okay. was gonna say if Wendy's died, it's not a big deal as long as we get the new kid too. But
There you go.
9 and 4.
A new survivor. Quit while we're ahead.
Are we at 15?
Yeah.
I mean, we have 3 more. What are we going to spend them on?
I had considered doing the bloodletting because if it's high enough, I could remove a disorder. Because as it is right now, I'm going to have to skip the
Ooh, that
next
would be nice.
hunt phase with this person because they don't have, because they have the
What are you proficient in?
secretive sword.
Somebody should get proficient in bows.
Yeah, we tried that before. There might be somebody actually over here that's proficient in bows. I don't know. But it was it
No,
really?
no.
I was at one point, and then they died.
I wouldn't mind trying to do blood. You can get. Wait, what do you have to roll to get
8
it?
plus.
What happens if you don't get that?
Plus 3 insanity or lose all survival.
And gain an understanding.
Oh, I wouldn't mind trying that with my person either. Because then I can get rid of narcissistic and wear head armor again.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
Do yours. 7.
Syncope. Gain plus 3 insanity.
That sucks.
Okay. What's next?
You can try Steve. I'm good with that. Plus 3 insanity.
It's the same thing.
Alright, we got one more. Want to try again for twins?
Yeah, why don't you try again with your guy this time, Josh, so that you see if you get the understanding and whatever else.
7.
Plus 1
One
survival.
survival. That would have been interesting on Steve's character.
Yeah, good job, Steve.
First you take all the weapons, Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
And
First
then
you take all the weapons.
Then you force them to roll.
Yep. Jeez, Steve.
Yeah, it's all
What
this
is that,
forcing
plus
him to
1
do
survival?
things. Yeah. It's all this forcing him to do stuff that's really crazy.
Alright.
Don't stop.
I'm not.
You're going to do the wrong thing.
Yeah, you do outro. Nah.
That's down the vent. That's Kingdom Death
That's
Monster.
Kingdom Death Monster.
And,
We can make a game called Down the Vent. It'll be like a mixture of that flipping game that you have, but with a vent.
the flipping game I
Yeah,
have.
flip side or whatever.
Flip ships?
Flip ships, but with a vent.
Could we combine it with Maximum Throwdown instead?
Maximum Throwdown, down.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not really.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. We'll have an announcement soonish with the next event. Oh, great. Paul, thanks for watching. We love you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.